wonderful creatures, I'm Bea. I'm back again with another proper video today. I did have a video pre-recorded, but when I came to edit the video it was completely out of focus and I couldn't use it. So I then planned to do another recording, but then I couldn't be bothered because it was my birthday and it was snowing and I wanted to be out in the snow, but the lighting was terrible. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. Today I'm going to be doing something that I saw on Alonso Larone? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. On his channel called 50 Facts About Me. Some kind of background on who I am as a person, what I do on a day-to-day basis, etc, etc. So without further ado, 50 facts about Bea. I'm only 5 foot tall. I have not grown since I was 11 years old, which is 10 years ago now. I am 5 foot tall and no bigger, no smaller. I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat meat. I have not eaten meat now for I think 4.5 years. 2013, so it'll be 5 years in August that I have not eaten meat. It's been a long time now. I don't listen to mainstream music because to me, mainstream music sounds exactly the same. However, on the flip side of that, the music that I listen to, I know a lot of people say that my music all sounds the same, so I guess it's kind of on perception, but I could not even tell you who is number one at the moment. I don't listen to mainstream music. It genuinely irritates me. It personally offends me. Like, I hate it. I think it's so awful. I grew up in Essex. I no longer live in Essex. I now live in the southwest of England, but I grew up in Essex the first eight years of my life. I'm a dog person. I hate cats. I think I said this maybe in my first video. I hate cats. I'm just one of those people. The thing I don't like about cats, you never know what they're thinking, whereas dogs, to be honest with you, dogs are very easy. They're kind of like men. They're very easy to please. As long as you keep them fed, they're pretty happy, and as long as you just give them a cuddle every once in a while, they're happy. Cats have that just evil look in their eyes, and you never know what they're thinking, and every time I look at a cat I just immediately think, you're gonna pounce on me and I'm not okay with that. I laugh at myself a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean I laugh at my own jokes. I laugh at the stupid shit that I do on a daily basis. I laugh at myself a lot. I am ridiculoly clumsy. When I first met my boyfriend, he dropped me off at the train station and he came with me inside and like he sat with me for a little bit, and I stood up. I don't remember what I was doing, but I stood up to do something and I literally tripped over my own bag that had been sat in front of me for like 10 minutes, and I tripped over my own bag and I face planted straight onto the platform. And this is what I mean when I say I laugh at myself a lot, because I have to laugh at myself, because if I didn't laugh I'd cry. It was horrible. Honestly, I'm probably the clumsiest person that any of you could meet. I am ridiculous. It's bad. You'd honestly think that I have like a problem. I eventually want to move to America. I think I tweeted about this not that long ago, because I know that it was difficult anyway to get a visa to live in America, but now that Trump is a thing, it's even more difficult to get a visa to go live in America. But at some point in my life I want to move to America, I want to live in America, I want to live in LA. I am unhealthily obsessed with Harry Potter. In England obviously you can drink once you turn 18. For my 18th birthday, it was on a Saturday, and the entire day all I did was have a Potter-thon. I'm one of those people that I'd rather stay in and have a night in, read a book, watch Netflix, then go on a night out. I don't drink alcohol, therefore I don't actually tend to go on nights out that often, because if I do, I tend to get really bored by like 11:30, 12ish, and I just want to go home. Stephen King is life. Stephen King is everything. He is a god. He is the best author on this planet. Building on that, horror movies and horror novels and stories are my favourite thing in the world. I don't tend to watch rom-coms. I find them sexist because they kind of promote the idea that every woman needs a man to be happy, and that's not even remotely factually correct. This is kind of a weird one. I'm scared of dying when everybody else does. I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of dying. The only thing that I'm scared of is dying in like a nuclear war. I want to go out on my own terms. I want people to be able to mourn me and I want people to remember me. I don't want to die when everybody else on the planet does. That's not okay. My first job was as a waitress at Pizza Hut when I was 16 years old. and I got paid £3.75 an hour, and I thought that was a lot of money. But it paid for Christmas that year, so that's cool. Probably from the age of like 10 up until now, I have got every single birthday card and every single Christmas card that I have ever been given. I don't know why, I'm a hoarder. I can't get rid of them. So I have them all in 3 boxes. Even from people that I don't even talk to anymore, people that I don't even like anymore, I still have all of them. I've had the same best friend for 8 years, and our first argument was actually probably only about 2 months ago, but we have only ever argued once in our entire 8-year friendship. We never argue, it's just not what we do. Most of the friendships that I have, and the ones that I value the most, are with people that I actually didn't like when I first met them. I have another friend called Liv, who we hated each other when we first met. We absolutely hated each other. I have been to over 47 gigs in my lifetime. My first gig like by myself was a Paramore concert when I was, I think I was about 14. I went to go see them in Birmingham. They were amazing, but that was back when they were actually good, and they're not anymore. I have an entire drawer of band merch. I will probably show this to you now. And this is all my band merch. This pile and this pile is literally purely for one band, which is sad. I have Good Charlotte in here, I have Nicki Minaj in here, I have Jessie J in here. There you go. I have about, I think, over 30 band t-shirts, I want to say. I have a lot of band merch. I don't particularly like going to the cinema. I only go to the cinema if there's something that I actually want to watch in a cinema. Unless it's something that I'm like dying to see, like Deadpool 2, seeing it in a cinema. It, saw it in a cinema. Finding Dory, saw it in a cinema. Other than that, I don't go to the cinema that often. I don't really like it that much. It's dark and it's overpriced, and there's always that one person, especially when you're my height, there's always that one person that sits in front of you and you can't see over their head, and the seats are never comfortable, and you always feel awful when you have to fidget and adjust yourself because you're uncomfortable. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. I don't really cringe at my past self. I was having this conversation with someone, I think about 2 days ago. We were going through our old social media, and I was sort of sat there and I was looking through it, and like, yeah, I was kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie about that. However, I don't really cringe about it. I'm just sort of like, it's past me. Like, I was 14, like, can you really, like, everyone else did it as well, so who cares, whatever. I don't really cringe at my past self. I get infuriated with my past self quite a lot, but only sort of like short-term past self. So like, we went on a holiday, as you all know, on Friday last week, and I didn't tidy my room before we left, and then we got home at like 10:30, 11 at night, and I came into my room and I was like, oh, why didn't you tidy this before you left? Because now you can't sleep because there's crap all over your bed and you have to tidy it up before you can go to sleep. That past me, I hate. I'm only actually subscribed to 8 YouTube channels. I'm very picky with what I watch on YouTube. I really genuinely only watch probably the same 5 people over and over again. I only really watch Shane Dawson, because who doesn't? Alonzo Lorraine, Colby Brock, Sam Goldbach, and their obviously joint channel of Sam and Colby. I don't really watch anyone on YouTube. I go through phases of doing this, to be fair, but today was a day that I did this, so I'm putting it in here. I watch Don't Flop battles on like a daily basis, and I mean old ones like Luna versus Bloodstro and like Tony D versus Shotty Horror. Like, I watch old battles. I tend to watch Don't Flop a lot, so we can add them to the people that I am subscribed to, because I am subscribed to Don't Flop. This is something that I can probably imagine you have all guessed, but the majority of this hair is not mine. I have 16 piercings. 14 of them are in my ears, and I think 10 of those I did myself. I have obviously one in my nose, as I'm sure all of you have already noticed, and I have a belly button piercing as well. I have 3 tattoos. I have one here, I have one there, and I also have one here, but I'm wearing a high top, so I'm not getting my tits out for YouTube. I used to, and I still do, actually, pierce my friends' ears for them on like lunchtime and break time. I actually have pierced, I think, 2 of my friends' ears in the back of my car in like a supermarket car park. The majority of my wardrobe is black, or band merch, or both. And my wardrobe, I'll show this as well, my wardrobe is colour coordinated and organised by style, so I have all the t-shirts together, all the leggings together, and all the jumpers together, and then in those 3 categories, everything's in colour order. So yeah, here we go. We have all of the bottom half of clothing here. Yes, that is literally all I wear on the bottom half. Actually, it's more like that's all I wear on the bottom half. And then we go into grey, blacks of t-shirts, white t-shirts, coloured t-shirts. And we get into jumpers, and it's black to grey, to lighter grey, to maroon, and then weird colours on the end. I have around 70 DVDs just in my room, and I have, I think, about 28 books, and 8 of those are Harry Potter books that aren't the actual series of Harry Potter. And as I said earlier, about 15, 20 of those are Stephen King books. My favourite colours are black and blue. I can actually be a psycho girlfriend at times. I will insert a video here of how I have a psycho girlfriend. Now. Tonight I'm fucking up all your shit, you hurt yourself. I can actually be a psycho girlfriend, and I don't even care. As I've said before, I don't care what you do or whatever, anything like that, but like once you actually do something wrong, there is no coming back. I'm gone. I don't believe in marriage, and I don't want to have kids. That is non-negotiable. People always tell me, oh, you'll change your mind. I'm like, no, I won't. I hate kids. I don't want them. I don't think marriage is a necessity in life. I can be with someone for the rest of my life without having to spend a stupid amount of money on a wedding day and a wedding dress, when I could just say, I'm gonna be with you for the rest of my life. Plus, if it doesn't work out, I don't have to get a divorce, which is even more expensive. I plan to go traveling around Western Europe in 2020. I want to see the Northern Lights in Norway before I die. Organisation is a way of life. I love aquariums and I love zoos, however they do make me feel slightly uncomfortable. I've watched Blackfish probably about 30 times. I watched it 15 times in the space of 3 days, like consecutively. I just watched it over and over again because I love it so much. I started doing YouTube purely because I have a lot of, as I said in my first video, I have a lot of insecurities and self-confidence issues and self-esteem issues and social anxiety. Therefore, this was my way of trying to get over all of those things, basically. I was actually bullied for a large proportion of my life. It took a long time for me to build this exterior that everybody always complains at me about. I was bullied probably for like 14 years of my life, I think. Sort of like here and there in primary school, and then in like secondary school it just got really bad. Everyone hated me in secondary school. Everyone but like 2 people hated me in secondary school. Everyone hated me. Anyway, that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope it was a little bit different. I was not in the mood really to sit in front of a camera and tell you all what you need to stop doing, so I didn't. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my content as a whole, please subscribe to me. All it's really gonna do is tell you when I upload and what is so terrible about that, realistically. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They'll be down here somewhere and also in the description box below. As always, I will be here until you tell me not to be, and probably still after that anyway. Have a great week, guys.